Do you ever feel that no matter how hard you try to adopt a new habit, you always fall back to your old routines? I used to think that simply pushing myself to create a new habit could be enough to change everything. But I kept ending right where I started, over and over again. Now the truth is, creating a new habit isn't just about starting. It's about understanding what keeps you stuck in the first place. It wasn't until I discovered a powerful proven method to execute 3 habits that transform everything. I stopped falling into the same traps and my consistency skyrocketed. Stay with me because by the end of today's video, you will understand why your new habits are not sticking and learn my proven method to help you stay on track. You see, many people often think that adopting a new habit is simply by doing the thing. Whether it's like trying a new workout, eating healthily, reading a book, or learning a new skill. But here's the thing they don't realize. They are not just changing their behaviors, they are changing their identity overnight. And changing your identity without addressing the underlying issues will only lead to discomfort and frustration. That is why so many people often give up their new habits after a few weeks. Let me share with you my story to illustrate this. You see, when I began my self-development journey a few years ago, I was excited and eager to try everything. I was reading, journaling, and watching a lot of self-help videos to expand my knowledge. Back then, my goals was very simple. I want to improve my mindset. But here's what happened. Every time I tried to focus on something, I often get distracted easily. I would sit down with a book, and before I knew it, I would find myself scrolling on social media and watching a lot of random videos on YouTube. And my mind was all over the place. Some days I would feel really motivated to get started, but more often than not, I end up procrastinating. I was feeling totally drained and I didn't understand why I couldn't stick to my new habits. I thought that the problem was maybe a lack of willpower or discipline. But as I began to discover, I realized that I've been doing it all wrong. I was trying to change my identity by forcing new habits without understanding what makes them stick. Therefore, I decided to change my approach, and that's when everything began to shift. So, what exactly did I do to make my new habits stick? I used the ABC method to create 3 new habits, where A stands for analyze, B stands for build, and C stands for create. Let's break it down into step by step. Habit number 1. Analyze your environment for potential distractions. The first step is to analyze your environment. You might not realize it. Your environment is the greatest influence on your habits. It can either help you to stay focused or divert your attention completely. There are 3 types of environment to analyze. First, your physical environment. For instance, I used to get distracted by my phone constantly. Sometimes when I sat down to read a book, a notification would pop up on my phone. And just like that, I get distracted. Therefore, I had to be intentional of how I want to design my physical environment. As we all know, out of sight, out of mind. To build a new habit, I intentionally created a distraction-free zone at home by turning off all notifications and put my phone out of sight when I'm doing my core work. This is important because by minimizing distraction, it helps you to stay focused and boost your productivity by doing what you are supposed to do. So what you can do is to first identify what typically distracts you and set clear boundaries before you even want to execute the new habit. Next, I also realized that my mental environment plays an important role in successfully building my new habit. To avoid distraction, it is important to stay mindful of our mental state. Let's say on some days I felt some negative emotions. I follow a simple process to regain my clarity. First, acknowledge the emotion. For instance, are you feeling angry, afraid, or stressed? By acknowledging your emotion, you are becoming more aware of the emotion that distracts you. Next, ask, why am I feeling this? You see, whenever we felt any negative emotions, there's always a hidden meaning behind them. Next, act on what you can do next. So after you have acknowledged the emotion and understand the deeper meaning behind it, you can make a choice to act on what you want to do next. For me, if I'm facing the emotion, I would rather not to dwell on it and let it pass, because it has become a fact that won't change anything. So after you have acted on what you're supposed to do, you can assess how the action influences your mood. For instance, you can ask yourself, if I choose not to dwell on the emotion, how will I feel? That's why it is important to manage our mental state every day. because our mood often fluctuates easily. Some days you feel motivated to stick on this new habit. Other days you just don't feel like doing it. So when you learn how to manage your mental state, it helps you to boost focus and be more productive to try out the new habit, builds resilience which helps you to stay calm and handle stress better, and improves your decision making to make rational choices in life. I also started my morning ritual by doing a bit of meditation and saying a few positive affirmations each day. This helps me to reset my mind before jumping into this new habit I was trying to build. So it really helped me to stay grounded and make me feel that I was ready to go. But let's say if you are not into meditation or affirmation, journaling can be a great alternative. It's a simple way to get your thoughts out, stay focused on your goals, and see how far you have come. Finally, let's talk about the social environment. When you are building new habits, your social environment can either make or break your success. For instance, social media is designed to distract you. You might start scrolling for a quick break, and before you know it, hours have passed. And if you are not careful, it can literally drain your energy whole day and kill your productivity. To avoid this, you may try to consider limit your social media usage and staying focused on what truly matters to you. And you may wonder, why is it important? First, when we are constantly distracted, it is very difficult to focus on the new habits that matters to us. In the end, we always find ourselves back at square one. Second, constant distraction often make it challenging for us to maintain that momentum. Therefore, we will struggle to be consistent in building up new habits that benefit us in the long run. And let's not forget about the impact of your social environment. If the people around you are not supportive or encouraging, it can literally influence your decision making. For instance, negative comments from friends or families can create doubt, making you wonder if it's worth to continue to adopt this new habit. While staying connected is important, it's just as crucial to create a space that supports your growth. So you have to surround yourself with the right type of people who supports you, encourage you, and challenge your thinking so that you can push beyond your limit to achieve your goals. By managing your physical, mental, and social environment, you will set yourself up for long-term success of creating the new habits. Habit number 2. Build momentum using the 2-minute rule. The second step is to build momentum. One of the most powerful techniques that I've learned is the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is a productivity strategy that fights procrastination by encouraging immediate actions on quick tasks. This concept was popularized by the productivity expert David Allen in his Getting Things Done methodology. And David Allen suggests that if a task takes less than 2 minutes to finish, do it immediately rather than postponing it. This will help to remove any mental clutter and improve efficiency in adopting the new habit. The principle is straightforward and simple. When you feel resistance or procrastinate, commit yourself by doing something for just 2 minutes. It might sound too easy, but that's the point, because once you get started, it's easier to continue. For instance, I used to delay my content creation because I felt overwhelmed by brainstorming all those new ideas and worrying about whether they could resonate with my audience. But once I committed to spending just 2 minutes a day to jot down whatever ideas that came to my mind, I became more consistent and felt less intimidated by the process of content creation. That small step helped me build momentum and overcome the barrier of procrastination. And finally, the third step is to create a routine and celebrate. You see, when it comes to building a routine that is predictable, it helps to reduce any decision fatigue. When you set specific time and reminder each day to work on your new habits, it becomes part of your identity. You don't have to think about whether you will do it, you will just do it. For instance, I use Notion to track the habits I want to build and set specific time of the day to complete them. You can easily divide them into morning, afternoon, evening, or night routines, and always ensure that your new habits is easy and convenient to do. And most importantly, don't stress yourself too much. I also pair the new habit with something that I really do, like drinking coffee, to make it easier to remember. For instance, I read 2 pages of a book while I'm drinking my coffee in the morning. By completing each habit, I celebrate by acknowledging my progress in Notion. Of course, you have the freedom to choose how you want to celebrate your progress. Perhaps you would like to treat yourself something as a reward of your efforts. The key idea is that even the smaller wins deserve a celebration. It was these celebrations fuel your motivation to continue building the new habit. Now imagine this, you wake up every morning with a clear focus, knowing exactly what you need to do. Your environment is supporting your goals, you are building momentum by starting small, and you have got a predictable routine that helps you stay on track and remain consistent in whatever you do. Soon, those small daily actions lead to big progress in your life. Your consistency becomes easy and you are achieving what you once dreamed of. You are building the life you always wanted, one habit at a time. Think of the ABC method as a car, where A's represent the engine, your environment. If the engine isn't in top shape, the car can't go anywhere. And B is the fuel, your momentum. You need a little spark to get things going. And C is the road, the routine and structure that guides you towards your destination. Once all three are in place, you are on the path to success in building new habits and nothing can stand in your way. I hope you find the ABC method useful to help you build new sustainable habits in the long run. If you enjoy watching this, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you are new to my channel. And feel free to share with anyone who needs help to build new consistent habits in their life. Thanks for sticking around till the end and I look forward to see you again.